Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Therese Torris, and I am reporting for Crowdfund Insider. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing a panel about the future of marketplace lending. We will discuss the growth strategies, and to do that, we have three leaders in marketplace lending, in consumer lending and SME lending, and also an investor in debt funds who will challenge our speakers. But without further ado, I will ask every speaker to introduce their company, which may not be known to all of you, and themselves in a couple of minutes. Please, Olivier, would you start?
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Olivier, and I'm the founder and CEO at Lendix. I'm definitely the newborn here, meaning we set up Lendix 3 years ago. We're a lending marketplace dedicated to small and medium-sized enterprises. We operate and grant loans in France, Spain, and Italy. We are 75 people, 45 in Paris, 15 in Madrid, 15 in Milan. And so far, we have originated roughly 150 million euros. We grant loans starting at 30K up to 5 million euros, and we have a quite high average loan, meaning 400,000 euros, which is not, let's say, very usual regarding lending marketplace for SMEs.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Jaydev. I am at Zopa. I'm CEO at Zopa. Zopa is the company that invented marketplace lending. So we were founded in 2005. Today, I think we will, actually literally today, we will lend out 3 billionth pound. It's about $4.2 billion. We do about £1 billion of lending every year. That has been our run rate. And we do only consumer lending in the UK. So we're focused on prime, low-risk UK consumers, and we do kind of installment loans for them. We're also in the middle of acquiring a banking license, where what we want to do is, going forward, serve a wider range of needs for our consumers. So we'll be entering the markets of auto finance, so car finance, as well as credit cards.
Morning to everyone. Thank you for the invitation, Therese. I'm Alejandro Cosentino. I'm the founder and CEO of Afluenta. Afluenta is a marketplace lending company in Latin America. We are operating in Argentina, Peru, and Mexico. We launched in Argentina in 2012 and then moved to regionalize our service. We are focused mainly on consumer. 80% of our loans are to consumer. We grant loans up to $30,000, but the average loan is about $3,500. We offer loan term from 12 to 48 months, and we fund those loans through retail lenders at this moment. We are starting to incorporate institutional lenders. And we have 3 different geographies, 3 different challenges. But fortunately, the credit bureau information is quite solid in all the markets to take good decisions. Our net yields to lenders are, depend on the geography. Argentina probably is the most challenging market because we have inflation, and the net yield in local currency would be around 45% net yield for lenders. The interest rate in all Latin America and the banking, the spread are too high. For example, in Argentina, the spread are more than 20%, but are more moderate in Mexico and Peru.
Because the inflation is, how much inflation in Argentina?
The inflation last year was 24%. In 2016 was 40%. And even that, we originate so far $35 million in loans. We have 8,000 lenders and 14,000 borrowers.
Thank you. Etienne, what is your...
So my name is Etienne Boillot. I'm the CEO of Eiffel Capital. We have been long-time fund managers in the digital lending space. We run roughly 200 million euros across a number of different strategies covering Europe, the United Kingdom, and the United States. We have lent money through about 25 different platforms, such as the ones that are on this panel. Our investors are entirely large institutional investors, insurance companies and pension funds.
Thank you. So now we're going to address the heart of the issue, which is the growth strategies of the different marketplace lenders. And we have, in this respect, quite a big contrast on the panel between the three marketplaces, because on the one hand, Olivier Goua from Lendix has chosen to right away go international. Alejandro from Afluenta also has gone international almost immediately. But Zopa, the company Zopa, which is kind of the grandfather of the entire industry, because it all started, the entire lending marketplace model started with Zopa in 2005. And although this company is very mature and, they have decided to stay in the UK, which may be a riddle for the outside observer. So we will ask every panelist to explain why this particular growth strategy, what is driving you, and then, of course, the jury will be Etienne.
So I'm really worried maybe we're wrong. That's maybe the conclusion. The truth is that we have different issues. We were discussing it together just before the panel. But the fact is that if you want to grant a loan, a consumer loan in France, you have to be a bank. So on a regulatory standpoint, it's quite difficult to grant consumer loans in France. On the contrary, when the French government decided to open a breach in the bank monopoly, it was done for SMEs only. And if you are thinking about Spain, it was the same thing. So meaning, first of all, I think we have a regulatory opportunity in the SMEs business. So that's the first reason why we decided to expand outside of France. And the second reason is that continental Europe is definitely late in terms of lending marketplaces, generally speaking. The US, even China are quite mature market now. But nevertheless, continental Europe is a market as big as China or as big as the US, but the truth is that the penetration of online direct lending is very, very low. So our bet is to create a leader in continental Europe. That's what we would like to do. The second thing is that when you're running a marketplace like us, you have to deal with a chicken and eggs problem. It means that you have to find both lenders and borrowers. At Lendix, as some of you know, we decided to solve at least one of the two issues, meaning we decided to solve the funding issue. Since the very beginning of the platform, maybe on the contrary of Afluenta, we decided to have not only retail lenders coming and lending money with their smartphone, but also to have institutional lenders coming on the platform. Eiffel is one of them, definitely, since the very beginning, but also European Investment Bank, large insurance companies, and so on. So, as we solve this issue and as we have the right vehicle to lend money anywhere in Europe, thanks or meaning a French retail lender can lend money to an Italian company or Spanish company, definitely or institutional investors can lend money anywhere in Europe. We are now able to grow outside of France, meaning Spain, Italy, and I guess Mathieu would like to know where next, but in two new countries very soon, always in the Eurozone. But the truth is that we're able to do it because we have already solved one of the two issues.